Hey guys, it's Lance. Do I have any boogers? I'll see you on. Shall we? Today we're going to talk about the man juice. The good stuff. The stuff that makes you schmexy. As requested, we're going to do a testosterone Q&A. A. Okay, I asked you guys to ask me questions on my Instagram. Go follow if you haven't. Let's get it started. First question of the day. Is there one part of being on T you don't like? Starting off strong. No, not really. I guess maybe it makes you a little bit extra stinky. That's why you gotta keep up on your hygiene, though. Deodorant, cologne. That's the only kind of part I don't like. I guess being a little extra. But for the most part, I love every single effect that tea has blessed me with and given me with. As soon as I took my first shot of tea, an angel gained his wings. Hence, angel being me. I don't have real wings, but I got bottom growth. Same thing. Okay, next question. When did your libido calm down? If you want to know the truth, never. But I think that first year was when it was the most spiked. But I've always had a pretty TMI, pretty high libido, pre-T, and the testosterone just made it 1,000 times more. If you know what I mean. Excuse me. That first year was very spiked. My dose was a little too high when I first started. I had to lower it down about 3 times. I think it's pretty normal now. I mean, it's still always going to be a little bit higher because it's just me, just don't worry about it. But I guess I'd say after that first year, it calmed down a little bit. But everybody's different, so yeah. Next question. Can testosterone grow you a huge pickle? I hate to disappoint, but sadly, no. Bottom growth is usually 1 to 2 inches, so it's not very big. It could get up to 3 if you're extremely lucky. I'd say mine's getting there, not too bad, but yeah, it's 1 to 2 inches, not much. But that's why they make Packers. If you have bottom dysphoria, or if you just want to feel a bulge down there, you could try wearing Packers. Hey, it's not the size that matters, but how you use it. If you know what I mean. Next question. How much did it cost for tea? That is different in every state, so it kind of depends. Here in Illinois, about one vial, I'll get it. One of these vials, let me open it. Yeah. One of these tiny vials filled up about this much. One of these tiny vials is about $80 here. Some insurances cover it. Thankfully, mine does. Next question. Want to have a baby? Matt, you asked this in my last video.
No.
Next question. Could I go bald if I take it? Balding is on my dad's side. Testosterone itself does not make you bald. It is entirely up to your genetics. You mentioned that your dad's side is bald, so for you personally, maybe it will make you bald. But you could try using minoxidil for your head so you don't bald and stuff like that. I have been on T for over 2 years. Thankfully, my family has good hair genes. I have not had any problems with my hair. 2 years on T, knock on wood. Yeah, next question. Does testosterone increase or help already existing body hair? Yes. You basically turn into Bigfoot. I have chest hair now. Your leg hair times 100. Your arm hair times 100. Your butt hair times 1,000,000. You even get shoulder hair. I don't know if you could see it or not. I have really long shoulder hair. Don't look at my pimple, guys. Stop, come on. But, yeah, you turn into Bigfoot. You get hair everywhere. You even get hairs on your feet, your toes, your piggly wigglies. I like it. I fuck with it. Next question. What were the first changes you noticed? For me, it was bottom growth. overnight, to be exact. I immediately felt something happening downstairs, like tingly. It obviously didn't just like spawn like full size overnight, but like I could immediately feel it like growing. But yeah, the first change I noticed was bottom growth, and I would also have to say my voice. Like my throat immediately felt like kind of like sore and a little bit like tight and itchy. I kind of just felt like I was getting sick with a cold, but it was just my voice dropping. My first voice drop was like the first month, but around month 3, that's when I think I noticed the drastic like voice drop. Next question. What is the most unexpected change? I didn't really have any like unexpected changes. I guess the only like unexpected change was my really long shoulder hair. You can't really see it that good on the camera, but I promise it is really long and weird. It's kind of like I'm growing a whole head of hair on my shoulders. I wasn't expecting that. It's pretty much the only thing that I can think about. Yeah. Next question. Does tea alter the way you think? No. It doesn't change you as a person that way. You'll get physical changes, but it doesn't like fundamentally like just change you. You know what I mean? It can like kind of change how you like emotionally deal with things because for some people it makes it a little bit harder to cry. I personally never had that problem. I'm still the biggest crybaby known to man. I watch a happy movie, I cry. I watch a sad movie, I cry. I watch a scary movie, I cry sometimes. It can make you a little bit hot-headed, like quick to anger if your T levels are a little bit too high. That's why you got to make sure you are getting them regularly checked to prevent that from happening. But yeah, I'm still the same person. It does not change the way that you think, doesn't change the way that you are. It just makes you more sexy. So beware of that. Next question. Does bottom growth make you euphoric? For me, yes. I fuck with it hardcore. Literally. Sorry. I never really had bottom dysphoria. Especially now with bottom growth. I don't like really have any dysphoria down there, thankfully. Because I literally have like a panini with a literal head on it. I don't know if that's TMI, but and it gets like hard. It gets hard too, like boners. Yeah, I used to wake up with like morning wood every morning. That's not the point. It's very euphoric and I love it and I think it's awesome. It's one of my favorite changes, to be honest. Next question. Have you missed a dose? Does anything happen if you do? I have never missed a dose. But if you do, it's not a big deal. You just take it the next day when you remember. Never double up on your dose if you do miss it. That is not good, not recommended. That will mess up your levels. Yeah, just never double up on your dose if you miss it. Just do it the next day when you remember your same dose. You should be fine. It's not a big deal. Okay? Okay, next question. Is it only pills, shot, or gel? If that's the case, which one do you use? Tea pills are not a thing because they ruin your liver. The two main ones are shots and gel. I know there's like patches too that you like keep on. I'm not really sure how those work. And I know that there's like pellets that they put in your butt cheek and you're good for like a couple months, I think. But I've heard that it's painful and not a lot of people do it. But the two main ones are shots and gel. I know gel is applied daily, like on the upper arm or your like lower stomach. For the shots, there's two different kinds of shots. There's subcutaneous shots and intermuscular shots. Subcutaneous. That's a hard word to say. Subcutaneous. It's a smaller needle because it goes into the fat, usually on the lower stomach. And with that shot, you do it every week. And intermuscular shots are what I do. It's a little bit bigger needle, 1-inch needle. It has to be a little bit bigger because that goes into your muscle. You could do those on your thighs, your upper arms too, and your butt. I do mine on my thighs. I alternate between thighs. And those you do every 2 weeks. My shots don't ever hurt me. I've never had a problem with them. Shot days are the best. I do them at home every other Thursday. And yeah. Next question. What was the process to get approved for T-Like? I had to get a couple referrals from my therapist and my excuse me, my therapist and my primary care provider. And then I had to make an appointment with my endocrinologist and give those letters to him. And then he literally prescribed me tea the same day. And I came back a week later for them to show me how to do my shot. And I was set. Next question. Does bottom growth come from amount of tea or can I do a low dose for certain effects? Bottom growth is inevitable no matter what dose you do because that is most likely the first change that everybody experiences. For some people, it might take a little bit longer for it to come in, but it eventually does come in. So, no matter what your dose is on, you will most likely grow a winky. Next question. Does the feeling of wanting to rip your skin off disappear over time, or does it come back every now and again? Damn. I used to know that feeling very well, but thankfully, that has went away. I am very thankful I get to experience like love, like self-love. I genuinely feel comfortable in my body. This is actually like the first time wearing a tank top after top surgery. Nipple. And it has made me feel so euphoric. I think I look so good. Ooh. I love wearing tank tops now. This is like my favorite thing ever. It eventually does go away. I rarely ever have like dysphoria. You know, some days are obviously going to be harder than others, but for the most part, I always feel very confident now. I love the way I look. That's something I never thought I'd be able to say. I feel so thankful that I get to actually like genuinely love myself and it feels so good. Keep pushing forward. I promise you it is worth it. You will feel like $1,000,000. You will look at yourself one day and be like, damn, I'm sexy. I'm sexy and I know it. Next question. Dance break. I'm done. Do you have a skincare routine you maintain while taking tea, possibly to help with acne? No, I've never had acne, so I kind of never have had a face like skincare routine. I was gonna say face routine. Same thing. I don't know. I kind of just wash my face with whatever face wash my wife gets. Next question. Has tea made you feel more self confident? If it did, how much more and how much did it help you with dysphoria? I think I kind of already answered this in the last question, but yes, it has made me 1,000 times more confident. I've gained a lot of self love. That sounds kind of like corny or whatever, but I mean, like, it's true. I love myself now. Like I said, some days dysphoria kind of like pops up, but it's not necessarily like a dysphoria on the way I look. It's kind of just like dysphoria of me just realizing that I wasn't born like in the right body, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of like the only thing I get dysphoric about. Just remembering like, oh, I wonder what my life would have been like if I was born cis. But then I remember what cis is, and I am thankful that I'm not. Next question. Do you still have as much voice control as before, like singing wise or whatever? I don't know how to word it. Yes and no. I'm still able to sing. I just sing on a lower octave now, obviously, but I can still sing. I kind of still have the same voice control. Just everything has just moved down a little bit, which I love. A lot of people think that like once you start T, your singing voice and like your singing abilities just like immediately get thrown out the window. That is not true. If anything, it makes you like sound 1,000,000 times better. Like obviously I'm not the best singer in the world, but I think I sound better now than I did pre-T. Yeah. Next question, and I think this is going to be the last question. Can you give us some advice before starting tea? My name is Dylan. Greetings. Hi, Dylan. Make sure you have a lot of deodorant. Make sure you take showers daily, maybe multiple times a day. Make sure you have a lot of like body spray. Did I mention deodorant? Make sure you have a lot of deodorant. Just make sure you keep up on your hygiene really well because you're going to be extra sweaty, extra stinky. You're going to be going through puberty again, so your body's just like kind of freaking out. The first few months of bottom growth is a little bit uncomfortable. So to avoid your bottom growth from rubbing on your undies and stuff, I'd recommend getting a cup protector. I'll put a picture of it. I think they're called cup protectors. It kind of just like put it on and it'll like it's kind of like a two in one. Like it works as a packer and it protects your bottom growth from like rubbing on everything down there. Cut protector. My last piece of advice, the most important piece of advice, is to just slow down and enjoy it all. That first year is when most of your drastic changes happen. Take a moment to appreciate yourself. That first year is the craziest, but it is most definitely the most rewarding. So make sure you slow down and just be proud of yourself for making it this far. Those are all of the questions that I have for you guys today. Thank you for asking your questions. I hope I did a good job answering them up to par. I hope I answered your questions up to par. I know what that means now. Make sure you guys follow my other social media accounts, my Instagram account, my TikTok account, and my trans Facebook group if you want to make trans friends, / share your transition, / ask all your trans related questions in that group. Go join it. Yeah. Love you guys. Let me know what video you guys want to see next in the comments down below. I mostly read all of my comments. I try to at least. So comment down below and I will scroll, try to see it. Thanks for watching this video. Love you guys. Armpit hair. See you in the next video. Love you. Bye.